Okay, so this shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone, but I am a big fan of the horror genre. It's been like that since I was a kid, since I would read books like Goosebumps, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, reading books about the classic Universal monsters, and also watching TV shows like Are You Afraid of the Dark or Truth or Scare, all types of documentaries like that. Then when I got into my, I guess you could say, emo teenage years, I started getting into more classic horror movies like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And now that I'm in adulthood, I've gone to appreciate it more and more, and I started collecting a lot of stuff from the horror genre, whether it be like collectibles, books, movies, posters, anything like that. I'm collecting it more and more now. And today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some stuff that I got recently for my horror collection. And then I guess I'll briefly show it off because I don't think I've ever featured it in any video before. So yeah, enough rambling, let's get right into it. Now, real quickly, I'm going to tell you guys a story about this figure that I just cannot obtain for the life of me. When I was a teenager, I would go to this store called Fighter's Corner that would sell comics and collectibles, and they had this one figure that I really wanted. It was the Mezco Cinema of Fear Freddy Krueger 12-inch figure. I remember wanting it so bad. I was saving up my money for it, and when the day came where I could finally get it, somebody beat me to it and bought it. I just remember being so devastated about it and so upset, I didn't even want to talk to anybody. And then throughout the years, I would just keep checking eBay and people had it and it was either expensive, missing something, broken, and it's just, I could never obtain this figure. Then I went back online recently, saw it for a reasonable price, and the day I got paid, I decided to go ahead and try to buy it, and as soon as I went back on to eBay, someone beat me to it and bought it. So, as you guys can imagine, I'm pretty upset about that. Finally had another chance to get it, and it just didn't happen. So, I did end up buying two things to cope with that, and I'll just show you guys what it is. So, the first thing that I got was the McFarlane Movie Maniacs Freddy Krueger figure from the Dream Warriors movie, I believe, because I think the accessory was the marionette. And it's a very old figure. It's secondhand, so it's not in the best condition. You can tell because even the shoulder's coming apart right there. But I really do like this figure a lot because, like I said, when I was a teenager, I would watch reviews on YouTube of this figure. And this came out before we got, more superior figures like NECA and Mezco, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's an old figure. It's not really the best. But like I said, it takes me back to when I was getting really into these movies, and very glad to have this, and I'm glad to add it to my collection. The other week I went to one of my local malls in Riverside, California, and I was able to get my hands on the NECA Ultimate Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger figure from the first movie. Very glad to finally get this figure. I've wanted it for so long, and I just didn't get around to getting it. And not being able to get my hands on the Cinema of Fear Freddy Krueger just motivated me to get this one, because I really do like Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm glad to get this figure because, like I said, NECA does make really great horror figures, and this Freddy Krueger is no exception. Haven't opened it yet just because I haven't had the time because work's been really busy. But yeah, there's another thing I got, and really glad that I got it. I want to play a game. I also got this plush of Billy the Puppet from the Saw movies when I went to go to the mall, and thought it was really cool. I'm a big fan of the first Saw movie. When I was a kid, we'd always get DVDs from the rental store, and I always saw the cover for the first Saw movie, and I remember always being freaked out by it because as a kid I knew it was a scary movie, and scary movies back then weren't something that you would see, depending on how you grew up. But I did finally see the movie when I got older, and I fell in love with it, and nowadays I'm trying to watch the sequels. So maybe I'll like the series more and more as I watch them. But I really do like the first movie. I really do like Billy the Puppet. He's one of the big icons of horror. And yeah, that was really cool. Glad to have it. So yeah, that's pretty much all the new stuff that I got from my horror collection. I guess I'll give you guys a brief overview of my horror collection right here. Got some masks. Got these things from Dollar Tree. Thought they were really cool. And then I can show you guys what I got over here. Lobo, what are you doing, man? What are you doing here? Got some stuff on card. I can go into more depth in another video when I can show this all off. And Lobo again. Right here, got some more stuff. Roddy Piper. the best character of all time, Ash from Evil Dead. Lemmy's here for some reason. Got some more stuff right there. Again, I can go into more detail in another video. Also got some books right here. And now I can add all the other stuff to my collection. So thanks again, guys, for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll get around to doing another video where I can show this all off in more detail. But yeah, thanks for watching, and stay awesome.